Hi, friends. How are you all? Hope you're all having a lovely Sunday. Yakuza, Like a Dragon. When I last left off, I'm going to be honest, I was doing so much business, I don't even remember the plot. I remember that we believe there's counterfeiting within another company, business that we're trying to. I was going to say we're trying to stop, but we're more accurately trying to unravel. That's all I remember. I'm going to be honest. Where am I saved? Anyway, um, so after I did business, I did do a bit more of that off stream just to I guess for lack of a better term get the highest profit company or yeah highest profit properties available just so I'm saved in here just so I can accumulate as much wealth as I can and get one more achievement, which was get to 1 billion, or sorry, 10 billion yen in company capital, which more or less means hold on to 10 billion yen in company funds. That didn't take long, especially since I think I ended at like 4 billion. I ended at like 3 or 4 billion, somewhere around there. I don't have the money on me right now, but in the ATM, I have like 3.5 billion. No, 3.5 million yen. What crazy bad billion. So, I've slowly been upgrading um, the workshop and our equipment. I gotta upgrade this. Why did I not upgrade that? Hold on, wait.
めっちゃいい感じ。
Cancel a normal attack to apply bleed that doesn't naturally recover?
最後の仕上げ。
I need my bank money. Oh, it's bright. Oh my god, my eyes. Literally me going outside anytime during the day. I'm gonna go because I thought I upgraded all my equipment off stream. Guess I didn't.
喧嘩売ってんのか？何見てんの？ぶっ殺してやるよ。余裕余裕。勝ったな。
So, give me just like another 3 minutes while I upgrade all of our equipment. Well, upgrade when I can, because some of them require other equipment, and some require materials that I cannot get until later into the game.
Huh?
I saw a P and I saw a plate. I was like, oh sweet, a platinum plate. That's deposit. Oh, I have a lot more than I think. I thought I had 3.6 million. I'm just gonna hold on to that. Did I turn all of these? I think I did. I did. Okay. So I need to figure out what my current ones are. Actually, hold on, wait. Where's the Thin Alley? Because I remember a long time ago a slugger used to spawn in this one. And it doesn't look like he's ever spawning back.
Huh?
10 yen, I'm rich. Hello, gentlemen.
相手にならないんじゃない？どうしようかな。てや。よし。
いい喧嘩だったぜ。
I got no items out of that. Wow, that's rare. Okay, so let me actually look these up. Where do I get? Okay, thanks, game. Where do I get these? So I need the materials page open, and I need to find the weapons page. Okay, so I need Star Crusher. The batting center. How much does it cost of the batting center? Otherwise, I have to wait until I find a La Marche, because that's not in this city. Actually, hold on, wait. I'm gonna see where I can find that. Enemy cough drop tins. Oh, that one I have to wait until the very... I either have to wait until the very end of the game, or I have to wait until... a battle arena. Cool. Okay, well... I'll come back to this. Star Crusher. Violence guitar. Oh, wait, guitars are right here. That's the battle arena. Okay, I'm not getting that. I think Gold Ingot was battle arena, right? Battle arena. I can go ahead and just upgrade you, I guess.
あとちょっと。めっちゃいい感じ。
I'll hold those thoughts.
最後の仕上げ。
A Sakura Storm! Oh, one of the best weapons in all the older games. I'm sorry. Where? What? Whoops. Sorry. A place called where? Kamula? That might not be this city. So if you haven't guessed, I can go to other cities. So I don't think I'm upgrading any of those anytime soon. So I'm good with what I have. Where's... Okay, vocational school's there. I did say I did want to finish off the vocational school since I have the money for that now. So let me go do that. So let me also grab the cheat sheet for that. Vocational school, where is that? I can't read. Where is it? There you are. I don't remember how much it costs. I just remember it can be expensive. Street. $15 million should be okay. If I need more, I can grab. Oh, wait, no. I remember saying 20 at some point. So let's. I'll have 20 million on me.
わかりました。すぐ行きますね。集合は現地で大丈夫ですか？
As much as I would like battle experience, I'm not gonna fight.
こっちは大丈夫です。
Nope. Actually, what are the groups that need to fight right now? Sluggers, okay. Tattoos, Koreatown. Gamblers, Koreatown. Koreatown is down here. I'm not getting that anytime. Oh, I saw that briefcase. I'm not sagacious. Oh, it's all the way over there. Enemies don't spawn in here. I don't have to worry about fights. Alright, here we go. Haven't been here in a while. Did I actually hit save or did I just cancel it? Okay, I actually saved.
ご用件は
Okay, here we go.
新しい資格にチャレンジできるようになりましたよ。
Sports Tier 1. Okay, I have the answers to those.
こちらの資格でよろしいですか？頑張ってくださいね。
I forget I can alt-tab to actually freeze the timer, because if you actually normally pause the game, it's supposed to pause the game, but the timer's still supposed to just be ticking down. I don't really want to test it, I'm going to be honest. But alt-tabbing will completely freeze the process and then pause the game. Oh, the joys of playing this on PC. Anyway, figure skating is a sport in which an individual skater shows sportsmanship and technique are evaluated as they skate across the ice. What is the name of this technique where the skater launches into a jump from the back outside edge of one foot and land on the back outside edge of the other foot? Flip? I am way off. Nope, I don't know this. American football is a sport in which two teams compete for points by carrying an oval-shaped ball in the opponent's team's touchdown. What is the maximum number of players in one team allowed to the field? I don't know sports. Fuck. I want to say 11. American football. There you are. Oh, it is 11. Cool. Darts is played by throwing small missiles, or darts, at a circular board divided into sections. The closer the dart lands to the center, the higher the amount of points earned. What is the dead center of the board called? That's called the bullseye. I'm just going to double check it before I actually answer that. I love Ichiban in the corner. Surfing, climbing, bungee jumping, and skydiving are just some of these sports that can, at times, present a high level of risk. What are these sports collectively called? Extreme sports, aren't they? Yeah, extreme sports. Because bungee jumping and skydiving, I heard called extreme sports constantly. Exciting sports, exceeding sports. No, extreme sports. Table tennis is played for points by two opposing players hitting a ball back and forth across the table. There are two ways to grip a racket, which differ greatly from one another. One method is called shakehand. What is the other called? Isn't that the backhand? No, the backhand's a technique. Is it the reverse hand? Oh, I'm way off. Okay, never mind. Pen hole, apparently. You failed! I can't read. I've never been so excited to fail. Yeah! That's called a Lutz. The position of one's foot when launching and landing can greatly affect one's air time, speed, and performance. 11 players, 2 teams of 11 players allowed for 22 players on the field. Football is an intense sport composed of consecutive plays sets that last several seconds. Unlike soccer, there are no restrictions to switching out players. Bullseye, when the dart lands within the bullseye, is called an inner bullseye, which awards 50 points. As the name suggests, these sports are extreme compared to traditional sports. However, some have moved into the mainstream, such as surfing and kayaking. True. Penhold is named as such due to how the racket is held like a pen. Really? Huh. Okay. Next.
ご用件はどの資格を受験しますか?
You know, I didn't even see how much they cost, so... Because I just remember it's like it can cost up to 200. Anyway, Underworld Studies. That should be just this next one, right? Yeah.
こちらの資格まもなく試験開始です。
When I say 200 grand. Anyway. Though the Tojo clan is composed of many powerful members, there is one who stands out as an especially militant and is feared by many as the Mad Dog of Shimano. What is the name of this individual? Gado Majima. Gado Majima. Goro. Okay, well, we at least know it's a Majima. It's Goro Majima. I won't be upset if I get that wrong. Andre Richardson was the head of a globally known weapons smuggling organization. What is the name of this organization? That was Yakuza 3. What was that? Black Monday? I know it wasn't the Jingwong Mafia, and I know it's not the Snake Fire Triad. I think it's Black Monday. It's Black Monday. Okay. The Tojo clan boasts having the highest headcount when it comes to members. As such, many subsidiaries have formed, some extending all the way to third-string families. Which of the following is not a subsidiary of the Tojo clan? Tamashiro, Hakuo, Saejima, Nishikiyama. Hakuo clan, right? Tamashiro family? I thought they were. I thought they were Tojo. Because Tamashiro family was like the family you fought early in Yakuza 3. I could have sworn they said that they were like allied with Tojo. I don't remember. Okay, but apparently it's Tamashiro family. Tojo Clan is considered the largest Yakuza organization to have ever existed in the Kanto region. Tojo Clan has seen 6 chairmen up until this point. Who was the 3rd chairman? Wait. Kiryu was the 4th. So who was right before Kiryu? That was Sarah. Okay, that one I remember. 3rd chairman, Sarah. Yep. So here's 4, here's 5, 6, 3. Yep. The Omi Alliance is considered the largest Yakuza organization to have ever existed in the Kansai region, with many lower branches beneath it. Which of the following was not a part of the Omi in the 2010s? Sasai, Kobe, Kora... Wait, Sasai family, right? Because Sasai family was Saijima's family. And didn't they disappear in, like, early 90s? Yeah, they should have, like, disappeared in, like, the early 90s because of Saijima's actions. Never been so excited to fail. I don't know how many times I'm going to make that joke, I'm going to be honest. My confidence is now Daredevil. It is extremely important to know how to correctly spell his name, as some of the Tojo clans were reportedly beaten within an inch of their lives after spelling his name on a Christmas card. Jingwong Mafia and the Snakefly Triad are each their own established mafia organizations. Yep. Okinawa-based Tamashiro family is the 5th string family, while the rest are direct subsidiaries of the Tojo clan. Okay. Okay. I could have sworn that they were like... okay, well, whatever. Kazuma Kiryu was the 4th chairman, Terada was 5th, Dojima was 6th. One would do well to remember these. Yep, I remember those. 3 of these existed directly under the Omi Alliance, but the Sasai family was a part of the Tojo clan. Correct. But I remembered that was only because Saishima was part of the Sasai family. Alright, Isekai and Jincho Providence, proficiency, whatever. Let me actually experiment. Oh, no, okay, I just can't pause. That's right. One area of Izaki and Jincho is occupied by the bar district, which these following bars can be found in this district. Not the Shellac, I know that. I don't remember any of these. Okay, what is it? Rodriguez. Okay. Of the parks in Yokohama Chinatown, which of the following is located along the coast and has an open space with a large fountain? Is that Hamakita? Hamakita. What's the name of the street that runs in front of Onabera Vocational School? Oh, fuck, I don't know that. Which of the following arcade games is currently set up and running in Club Sega Yokohama, located in Chinatown? Outrun. Fuck. Which of the following is the name of the subway station located at the heart Izazaki in Jincho? Isn't that the Jinai station? No, Jindai. No, there's no D. Jinai. Jinai station. Laureate? I did not know that was a word. Today I learned. Bar Rodriguez is a serene bar located along the river. Excellent choice for those seeking a tranquil night out. Hamakita Park is a popular spot where visitors can enjoy a beautiful view of the coast. There's also an excellent recreation spot where people of all ages can enjoy one of many frequently held events or simply relax and enjoy the ocean breeze. One might say they know the name of a frequently visited street can help a place feel more like home. Nope. Rumor has it that Outrun, Virtual Fighter 2, Fantasy Zone, and more can be played at other locations. This station serves as a convenient transportation hub for getting to the center of the city. Animal science.
こちらの資格で間もなく試験開始です。
Which of the following reptiles has the longest body length? I don't even know what a caiman is. I think crocodiles are longer than alligators? Does body length include the length of their tail, or is it just their torso? Okay. There's that question, so I don't know. Body length, that's the crocodile. Okay. Which of the following is considered an amphibian? A pond turtle, a cobra, salamander, crocodile. An amphibian. Isn't that something that could live in the water? So that would be a turtle, right? Oh, I'm way fucking off. Which of the following is considered a fish? Orca, manatee, not a turtle, great white shark. Manatees, I think, are mammals. Orcas? Orcas give live birth, so I think they're also considered mammals. This is a shark, right? A fish. Shark, yes. Spiders are commonly known to spin a web in order to catch their prey. Which of the following spiders does not spin a web to catch its prey? Widow, jumping, or weeder. Oh god, brown recluse. I'm arachnophobic. I know nothing about spiders. Jumping. Which one of the following is not considered a shark? Salmon, sturgeon, crocodile, bullhead. I want to say the crocodile shark. Not a shark. Okay. That I really should have just guessed by the name. It's the one that's not named shark. What's a sturgeon again? I thought a sturgeon was a shark. I might just be thinking that because it's carnivorous. I don't know. Saltwater crocodiles can grow up to 7 meters in length. Salamanders are amphibians, and like many amphibians, breathe through gills in their younger stages. Oh, that's what's classified as an amphibian. The sea is home to many fascinating creatures. That said, green turtles are amphibians, and manatees and orcas are mammals. I was right! Although I didn't remember whether turtles, what turtles exactly were classified as. I just remembered manatees and orcas were mammals. And I also knew that turtle was not a fish. As the name suggests, jumping spiders jump around in search of prey and only spin webs during mating season. I don't like that thought. Sturgeon eggs are perhaps more commonly recognized as caviar. Oh! I did not know that. Oh my god, about the Sega company. Sega. Sega has sold a number of home gaming consoles over the years. The Sega Saturn was released in a variety of colors. Which of the following colors was not released in Japan? I don't even remember what the Saturn, like Sega Saturn, looks like. I remember the Sega Saturn. I don't remember what it looks like. So I can't even vaguely remember what color it is. Black. Okay. Clear. Sega has released various game consoles over the years. Which of the following is not one of these consoles? The Pluto. What is the Pluto? Robo Picture sounds familiar. 32X sounds familiar. I don't know what the Terebi Oekaki is. But the Pluto, I feel like that's supposed to be Saturn. Not a console. It's the Pluto, okay. Sonic the Hedgehog is the young blue hedgehog who runs and rolls around at the speed of sound. This beloved and iconic character made his first appearance in which of one of these consoles? Isn't it the Sega... No, not the Sega CD. Isn't it the Genesis? Sonic original console. Genesis, yes. Which of the following Sega releases sees a group of heroes on their quest to take down Death Adder? I don't know any of these games. Well, okay. Asteroids, I think I know what it is. I don't think it's the game I'm thinking of. Sakura War series is a romantic adventure game that takes place during a fictional Taisho era. Who is the protagonist of the first 4 games in this series? I don't know the Sakura War series. Ichiro. Sega Saturn was released in gray in Japan, but was later able in both white and translucent. Really? I did not know they made a clear one. Those were never released. Sega Pluto was at one point under development. Only 2 were ever produced. Really? The Pluto was an actual thing? Huh. I'm actually curious at that. Loved by people of all ages around the world, Sonic the Hedgehog was first released by the Sega Genesis. Yep. The Golden Axe was originally released in '89 as an arcade game, but has since expanded to home console ports and mobile platforms. I don't know what Golden Axe is. Shinjiro Taiga was the protagonist of the 5th game and nephew to Ichiro Ogami. Kazuma Shinguji is the father of the recurring character Sakura Shinguji, and Seijiro Kamiyama is the protagonist of Project Sakura Wars. I still don't know what Sakura Wars is.
Go要件は新しい資格にチャレンジできるようになりましたよ。こちらの資格でよろしいですか？
You know, I don't know why I'm checking all my personalities, because I'm going to be doing all of these, because I think it's an achievement to do all of them.
こちらの資格頑張ってくださいね。
Mega Drive is a gaming console released by Sega in '88. Original following buttons is not a part of the controller. I have no memory of what the Mega Drive controller looks like. I want to say it's the select button. Not a button. Select, correct. Because most game consoles in the back in the day did not have a select button. Many titles in Sega Sakura Wars have subtitles, which the following is not a subtitle used in the first 5 numbered series. I'm sorry, what? Oh, so it's like, so do you mean like Sakura Wars 2, insert subtitle here, Sakura Wars 3, insert subtitles here? Okay. Okay. So I don't know anything about Sakura Wars. What is that? Goodbye Homeland? Not Homeland. The Valkyria Chronicles series is a strategy RPG by Sega, and the first title of the series. What country are the protagonists from? It's been so long since I played Chronicles. Is it Principality? What's the guide say? Oh yeah, it is Principality. Panzer Dragoon 2 Zwei is a shooter game by Sega. What is the name of the dragon who partners up with the protagonist, Jean-Duc Lundy? I know the game. I have never played it, and I know nothing about it. I just know the game. Sega has released a variety of hardware over the years, which of the following is not a device attachment released to the Genesis Mega Drive. The I want to say the modem. Wait. Okay, so this is actually confusing because there's two sets of answers that have these. There's one that's labeled not Genesis and one that's labeled not device. And they both give a Sega answer. Okay, well, one of those is not on the list, so I'm going to assume it's the other one. I love the full growl. Sega Drive controller does not have a select button. It does, however, possess a unique layout where A, B, and C are laid out horizontal on the right side. Yeah, I do. Not actually, I don't remember that. Never mind. National Not Dies is subtitle for second. Paris Burney's third. Fall in Love Maidens is fourth. I don't know anything about that. Principality is a small territory in fictional Europe sandwiched between larger nations. I want to say that sounds right. It's been so long since I played. Loki is a mutated dragon nurtured by the protagonist. The mutation progresses each time this unique dragon sees combat. Second keyboard is released as a companion to the SG-1000, which then combined would create a console equivalent to the SG-3000 or SC-3000. I assume Sega console and Sega Genesis. I don't know. Oh no, this one looks like my jam. This next one looks like my jam. Math! I can do math! 200 divided by 25. That's 8. I don't know why I'm also looking up these answers. I can do math. Two of the interior angles of a triangle are 65 and 35. What is the angle of the remaining? A triangle is always 180 degrees. So 65 plus 35 is 100. So 180 minus 100 is 80. Two interior angles of a triangle of 40 and 50. What is the angle of the remaining? Again, that's the same concept. So 180 minus 40 minus 50. So 40 and 50 is 90. So 180 minus 90, that's 90. I can't wait for me to explain these, get one wrong, look at the guide and realize I'm wrong. Because I'm explaining these with such confidence. Name of a quadrilateral that is made up of opposing angles of equal measures, none of which are 90 degrees. Opposing angle of equal measure. So that would be. That would not be a trapezoid. That'd be parallelogram. Okay. If they're not 90 degrees, then we can rule out rectangle and square. So it'll have to be trapezoid or parallelogram. Trapezoids do not have opposing angles that are equal. Parallelograms do. Yes, okay, so it's parallelogram. You know, I didn't even look at the guide to see what that was. I was confident with that. Correction to the correct answer to the problem. 72 minus 3 minus 17 is the same thing. Okay, so minus 3 minus 17 is the same thing as minus 20. So 72 minus 20 is 52. Yes. Math is my jam. I'm a nerd. To be honest, I really don't like the feel of going back to school. This division problem can be solved by several methods. Many schools teach different ways to do that. Interior angles of a triangle always add up to 180. Yep. So, same concept, so, yeah. Rectangles and squares all have cornered angles of 90 degrees, and trapezoids have opposing corners of different angles. Yep. Subtracting problem can be solved by several methods. Yep. Another math!
こちらの資格でよろしく。間もなく試験開始です。
Solve for x. 1, 3, 6, x 15, 21, 28. Okay, so you can't see my cursor. There you go. So plus 8, plus 7, plus 6. So this should be plus 5, plus 4. So that means this will be plus 9. That's accurate. So this is plus 3, that's plus 2. Correct. Okay, so this would be, what did I say? 2, 3, 4, so that's 10. 136x. Yeah, that's 10. Which of the following calculation is different from the rest? Okay. I just have to remember PEMDAS. That's it. That's all you need to remember. So, is that a plus or a division? I think that's a plus. So, 9 plus 3 is 12. So this is 120. 8 times 15. This is 5 factorial. So this is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna do something. Let me... Okay. So, blow this up. What were the choices? So 9 plus 3 times 10. Okay, well, I can just use the x. That's the same as 12 times 10 And then we can just break that down. Because then the 12 is the same thing as 3 times 4. And then the 10 is 2 times 5. And so then when we rearrange that, that's 2 times 3 times 4 times 5. By transitive property, that's what we can arrange into. Okay. 8 times 15. The 8 we can actually get from the 2 times 4, and the 15 we can get 3 times 5. Okay, you know what, let me do it this way. This is actually easier. That's easier. Five factorial is the same thing as 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Because the exclamation point means factorial. So that's the exact same thing as this. You just add the times 1, which is the same thing as just saying it's itself. Because the times 1 is the identity property. So you can just drop that part immediately. But 3 times 5 times 7. So you have the 3 times 5, but there's no way you can get the 7. So it's 3 that's different. Okay. So, done with that. Solve for x, 1, 4, 9, 16, 30. Okay, those are all squares. I immediately recognize that. Those are all square values. So this is 1 squared, so that's 1 times 1. 2 squared, 2 times 2. 3 squared, 3 times 3. 4 squared, 4 times 4. So this should be 5 squared, 5 times 5. 6 squared, so that's 6 times 6. And this is 7 squared, 7 times 7. So what did I say? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 squared. So this should be 25. That is not... There it is. Okay. Yeah, that's 25. Solve for x in the following number sequence. 1, 2, 4, 7... Wait. Okay. Same deal as the other one. So, or not the one before, but like I think it was the first one. So instead of like starting at plus 2, plus 3, so we just go back one step. So plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. So this will be plus 4 and then plus 5. So this will be plus 9, which is accurate. So this is plus 6, correct. So what I say? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this should be 11. Yes, it is 11. Hello? Solve for... Oh my god. Two, 3, 5, 7, 11. What are these? I was going to say they're odd numbers, but you skipped 9. They're primes. Prime numbers are numbers that have no divisible factor except itself. So, if it was like 4, divisible factor of 4 is 2, because then it can drop to 2 times 2. So it can't work. But, like, say, if it was like 5, there's no way to drop that number any smaller. So, these are all prime numbers. So, 2, 3, 5, 7. Oh, God, I don't know my prime. 11, 13, 14, 15, 16. Those are not primes. Yep, 17, 18, 19. 21 is not 23. Maybe? Okay, so I know it's not any even numbers if it's prime. So it's 23, 25, or 27. 25 is... 27 is not in here, so it's either 23 or 25. I know 25 is not prime because that's 5 times 5. So it's going to be 23. That one actually took me a moment to think about. I didn't realize they were prime numbers. I don't do well with prime numbers. I think that's the only one that I struggle with. Well, I say only one. There are other parts I struggle with, but yes. Like, I remembered in high school, I programmed a software onto my calculator to count the identity of a certain prime number in a sequence. Achievement, raised one of Ichiban's personalities to max. Level 10 intelligence! I am a mastermind! I'm gonna mark that achievement done. Done. Okay. Each number is the sum of the previous plus a value that increases by 1, beginning with 2. Yep. I explained that. All the calculations equals 120 except for 3 by 5 by 7, which is 105. So I showed that by breaking it down as small as possible and then use the transitive property to rearrange everything. Each number is the sequence. In the sequence is the product of the order position value multiplied by itself. So they're more or less it's the same thing. It's just saying it's squared value. So it's a simple way of saying it, but it's more or less the same. Yes. Each number is the sum of the previous plus the value increasing by 1, beginning with 0. Okay, that's the same. Yep. Pattern is made up of prime numbers, which can only be divided by itself or 1. Correct. Woo! Oh god, fashion. I don't know anything about fashion. How is my style? Almost there. Okay, well. What is the origin of polo in polo shirts? Marco Polo designed them. Isn't it the company? Nope, it's the sport. The name of the outerwear made from a single piece of cloth worn by men in ancient Greece. Okay, I know it's not kimono. Kilt, I think, is Scottish. Kimono, by the way, is Japanese. I don't know what a sari is. Is it toga? It's toga, yep. Which of the following articles of clothing is native to Vietnam? Vietnam! I still can't read Vietnamese, but I know it's this first one because I've seen that word before in my parents' letters from Vietnam. I know it's that first one. I don't know how to pronounce it because I can't read Vietnamese. Which of the following characteristics is not true of silk thread? Silk? Silk comes from silkworms, doesn't it? So, wouldn't it be a plant-based fiber? It's, okay, not true. So, it being a plant-based fiber is not true. Yeah, plant-based fiber. Which of the following materials has a similar feeling to acrylic fiber? I don't even know what rayon is. It is wool. Okay. I was thinking it's either wool or hemp, but I was leaning towards wool. I didn't remember what hemp felt like. Yeah, I did it. Name came from what is. I'll take 10 certificates from the vocational school. Achievement. I'm gonna mark that. Oh, I thought you had to get all of them for an achievement. Oh, wait. Okay, so I don't need all of them for an achievement. However, to do every sub-story, I will need to do all of them. Because there's one sub-story that is locked behind all of them. So, I will need to do all of them eventually. So, I might as well just go ahead and just do the rest of them. Name came from what a certain polo player was wearing at the time. I did not know that. Toga is often seen in both Grecian art and movies that takes place in ancient Greece. Okay. Still don't know how to pronounce that. It takes its origin from the Chinese qipao, and despite being worn primarily by women, is occasionally worn by men. I cannot pronounce Vietnamese. I can barely speak it. I don't even know how to read it. Silk thread is woven from silk spun by silkworms, therefore making this as an animal-based fiber. Silk is also used as string for traditional musical instruments of Asia, such as the viola, Chinese fiddle, and shamisen. Shamisen? What is that? I'm actually curious. What is that? I feel like I should know what that is. Oh, I do know what that is. It's like a It's like I was gonna say like a mini guitar. It's like a small three-stringed like a small three-stringed guitar, more or less. And that's putting it in a very, very crude way of saying it. But more or less, that's kind of what it is. And I know I'm disrespecting it by comparing it as such. Acrylic fiber has the fluffy texture similar to that of sheep's wool. Again, I had no memory of what hemp felt like, so I couldn't answer that. Here we go. I guess 5 million would have been enough for me to take. Which of the following is Piotr Travolsky's well-known ballet piece? Don Quixote? Isn't that French? I think that's French, Don Quixote. Giselle, Cinderella. Okay, I know it's not Cinderella. Because Cinderella, I don't remember the name of the author, but I know it's European. You know, I'm saying that, I don't even know what ethnicity this person is. Okay, what's the answer? I honestly don't even know this. Oh, it's Swan Lake. Today I learned. Which of the following are considered to be some of the best violins in the world? Because I know in music, each one of these actually has a meaning. I just don't know what it is. Music was never my forte. Pun not intended. Stradivarius? Okay. Fill in the blank. Johann Sebastian was a musician who composed many pieces during the Baroque period. Oh, that's okay. So that's a full name. Okay. Johann Sebastian. Is that Bach? That's Bach. Okay, I was right. An excerpt of a musical piece will play. Oh, you're actually going to play something. Okay, I need to actually listen to this. It's a shame I don't know music. Because first off, that's lovely. Secondly, I have no idea what the hell that is. Going by what the guide implies, there's 3 questions that say, listen to music. However, they all have very different answers, and only one of them is on this list. So I'm going with that. A percussion instrument produces sound from being struck, shaken, or scraped. Some examples of percussion instrument include cymbals, castanets, or even the piano, which the following is also a percussion instrument. An ocarina? No, an ocarina is a woodwind. Trombone. I don't remember what it's called, but I don't think it's trombone. Xylophone, I think, is it? Hold on, wait. Percussion. It is xylophone, okay. What's a cello again? Is that a string instrument? I want to say cello's a string instrument, but I don't know. I don't know my instruments. Only reason I know an ocarina is a woodwind is because I know what an ocarina is. Thanks to Legend of Zelda. Actually, it's not because of Legend of Zelda. Okay, well, it's half because of Legend of Zelda. But because during, during my college, so not the second college I went to, but the first college I went to before transferring to my second college, there was one person that attended that always brought an ocarina and would always play it in between classes. And it was always a delight to hear. He was a music major too. It was very beautiful to hear. I wonder if he ever got his degree. Stravinsky composed many Russian ballads. Some noteworthy examples include The Nutcracker and Sleeping Beauty. Oh, he did do Sleeping Beauty. Okay, because I vaguely recognized the name Stravinsky, and I was like, is that Sleeping? I vaguely remembered it. Also, I butchered the name. Well, yeah, okay. Stradivarius violins are named as such as they were crafted from the Stradivari household, an Italian family of violin makers. Well-preserved units today have sold upwards for 2 billion yen? My god. Bach household was a family of musicians. Johann Sebastian Bach disciplined many gifted musicians during his lifetime. Is that right? Wait. Oh, I'm thinking Beethoven. Okay, never mind. Pomp and Circumstance was composed by Edward Elgar and is familiar to many in Japan. Xylophone produces sound when the mallet struck its wooden keys. Yep,
要件は新しい資格にチャレンジできるようになりましたよ。
This won't even get me any points because I'm maxed out on both of them.
こちらの資格まもなく試験開始です。
The only reason I'm doing it is because I freaking need to do all of these for a sub-story. Which of the following musicians is known for compositions such as The Magic Flute, The Marriage of Figaro, and Don Giovanni? The Marriage of Figaro sounds very familiar. I want to say that was Mozart. Marriage of Figaro. I want to say that was Mozart. Like, I may know nothing about music, but there was a music appreciation class I did take in middle school for like a quarter of a semester. Oh, I say a quarter semester. For like a semester. For like a quarter of the school year. So I have vague memories of this. I want to say it was Mozart. Where is this on the list? Oh, yeah, right. It is Mozart. Which of the following is a symphony composed by Jean Sibelius? Sorry. I don't even know who that person is. I don't even know what these symphonies are. Composers and arrangers give direction to a piece such as intensity and tempo. They do this by using terminology shared with the performers to aid them in visualizing the piece, which of the following means to gradually slow down the tempo. Allegro? No, it's not Allegro, right? Well, I'm going to be honest, the only word I know is crescendo, and that means like to reach a climax or something. Or to reach a peak. Oh, okay. Retardando. Did not know that. Excerpt of a musical piece will play. What's the title? Oh, great. Fuck. I never heard of that before. Maybe I have, and it's just been a variant of it, but I don't recognize it. Okay, so just like before with, like, listen to this music. There are 3 of them, only one of them matches. Okay, so just pick that one. Alright, another excerpt. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and look at what these could be. I know what 2 of these are! Hold on, wait. I actually recognize 2 of these. Anyway. Ichiban had the exact same reaction I did. The moment the music stopped, he was like, huh? So it's not either of the 2 I know. So Orpheus in the Underworld and Sorcerer's Apprentice. I know those 2 because those were... We had to watch that during our music appreciation class. And it's neither of those 2. That sounded familiar, but I don't know what it is. Sicko's Post, okay. Mozart is famous for his piano pieces, but he has written many operas as well. Okay. Sibelius composes famous Finlandia at the end of the 19th century when Finland was fighting for independence from Russia. That's actually kind of cool. Animato means to play with energy. Vivace means to play with liveliness, and Allegro means to play in a brisk manner. Okay. Second movement, notable for its tranquil melody, was given lyrics by William Arts Fisher in 22, 18 years after Dvorak's death. Huh. Interesting. This post was composed by Herman Nick. The image of a talented horseman often comes to mind. Kind of makes you want to run, doesn't it? It also kind of did. Because it sounded like a chase sequence of sorts. Various medicines are researched and developed to combat sickness around the globe. What is the collective name for medicine with the same properties as the original that is released after the latter's patent expires? Is that generic? No, it's not. Oh, hey, it is! Which of these chemical compounds is found in ointment used to treat eczema? Oh my god! Hold on, wait! That one's very familiar. Hold on, wait, because my sister had eczema. She explained this to me. Hold on, wait! I absolutely know it's not steroid. Fibrate? No. I want to say it's fiber. What is it? Oh my god, it is steroid. What the fuck? Is it really? I know my sister explained this to me because she had it, like, long ago. Chemical compound found in antiseptic. That's ethanol, isn't it? Yes. Which of the following components is effective in relieving pain from headaches and inflammation? Tetracycline? Is that it? Nope. I don't even know how to pronounce that. It's like acid, that's all. So, which of the following is considered a topical medication? Aren't all of these consumables? Aren't those all consumables? Hold on, wait. I might be thinking of the wrong thing when I think lozenge. Medical patent in Japan lasts 20. A medical patent in Japan lasts 20 years prior to its patient expiring. A given medicine is often classified as a brand name drug. That sounds about right. Steroids are a common component in ointments in Japan, but due to their potency, it's highly recommended that one consult a doctor for the proper dosage. I do remember her explaining that. I do remember that it required like a lot of like very specific prescriptions to actually get her medication for eczema. Ethanol is more commonly known as an alcohol, but due to its flammable properties, it is considered a Category 4 hazardous material in Japan and requires proper storage and handling. Correct? You know what? I'm going to try and pronounce this. Acetylsalicylic. Wait. God damn it. Here's silic. So salicylic. Acetylsalicylic. There we go. I don't even know what that is. Acetylsalicylic acid is effective in relieving inflammation, fever, and pain. As such, this compound has historically been used as headache medication. If the lozenges are taken orally, their medical properties are activated by the membrane inside of the mouth, thus making them topical. Oh! So I'm not wrong, I'm just thinking about it wrong. Okay. Okay.
Go要件はどの資格を受験しますか？こちらの資格でよろしいですか？
I can't even see what they would boost. Jeez.
こちらの資格まもなく試験開始です。
Excuse me. Which of the following is the component found in spicy foods such as chili peppers that can also promote one's appetite or burn off fat? Isn't it capsaicin? Yes, capsaicin, spicy foods. Which of the following is the name of the unsaturated fatty acid found in blueback fish? I would not even know what to guess. Which of the following dishes uses fish in its recipe? Ribeye steak. Dim sum, not traditionally. I believe they traditionally use pork or beef. Sometimes shrimp, not necessarily fish. Minestrone, I don't even know what that is. Acapaza, I know that's a type of pasta. I don't think they use fish. I say it's a type of pasta. I don't know that for sure. Oh, it is acapaza. Okay. When dietary fibers are not digested by the human body, they do possess the unique ability to clean the gastrointestinal tract. Which of the following is the distinctive water-soluble dietary fiber? Is this what Chito-san? Nope, I'm wrong. Though most people in Japan associate cheese with cow's milk, Scandinavian countries are known to make cheese from the milk of rather unexpected animals. Which of the following is such an animal? Uh, camel milk, I know is a thing. Elephant milk? Scandinavia. Apparently they use reindeer milk. Because I know, I've heard of goat milk, I've heard of sheep milk. Or, sorry, well, anyway, so milk that comes from any mammal can be turned into a cheese. So I've heard of goat cheese, I've heard of sheep cheese. Here's a stupid joke, I've heard of string cheese. Sorry, stupid joke. Yeah, okay. Capsaicin is found in chili powders from all over the world. Yep. Docosahexaenoic acid is sometimes abbreviated as DHA. No idea what that is. Yakuza is a soup made by poaching fish and shellfish from olive. Oh! Oh, so I do know what that is. I've had that. That stuff is delish. Pectin is found in fruits such as lemon and grapefruit. I did not know that. Cheese is most commonly made from cow's milk in Japan, but can also be made from yak, sheep, and camel milk. Yep. Each variety carries its own distinct flavor and aroma. Correct. Yak milk. I actually forgot yak milk was a thing. Yeah, that one's also common. Because I've heard of sheep and I've heard of camel. Goat is another common one. Yak. That one's not necessarily not necessarily common, but it's not rare either. I do know of yak milk. That is a thing. Can't believe I didn't think of yak milk. Hazardous materials. Boost my confidence. This might get me to 10. What is the name of the transition in which a solid changes to a gas? Solid to a gas. Not solid to liquid to gas. If it was solid to liquid, that'd be boiling. Or no, that would be melting. Liquid to gas is boiling. I don't remember what gas to liquid is. I want to say that's condensing. Liquid to solid is freezing. Solid to gas. Is that sublimation? Oh my god, that is. My 2 years of chemistry in high school is coming into play. Oh my god. Dust explosion occurs when fine particles of fixed concentrations suspended in the air rapidly combust from a spark. Which of the following is always present during a dust explosion? Oxygen. Any explosion requires oxygen. When storing materials that Japan law deems hazardous, a certain perimeter of open space around the storage facility must be secured. Which of the following is the most logical reason for this? Neighbor's peace of mind, prevent air from stagnating by ventilation, for better sun exposure, to mitigate damage and harm in unsuspected areas. I would have guessed mitigate. You're cheesing the quiz mini games? Yes, yes I am, because I am not about timers. They stress me the hell out. Yeah, mitigate damage. I was right. Because I can't normally pause. I don't know if you can hear me actually pressing the button. I can't normally pause. I legit have to Alt-Tab for the game to freeze the process and then apply the pause overlay on top of it. So, not a thinker under pressure? No, I don't like working under pressure. There's a reason I like puzzle games. I don't like timers. And modern problems require modern solutions. Yes, they do. It's a shame you're not going to be able to do this on console. In Japan, storing, transferring, and using certain hazardous materials, such as chemicals, requires a government-certified supervisor to be present. Which of the following tasks require having such an individual supervising the process? Managing a gasoline station, cutting down trees, sharpening katana, selling sleep medication at a pharmacy. Would it not be the medication? Hazardous material katana. No, apparently this is a gasoline station. Really? In Japan? I guess that can make sense. Yeah, I guess I can see. I guess I can see how that can make sense. Okay. There are many instances in which static electricity can cause a fire. Which of the following is something that can be done to mitigate such an occurrence? Sunbathe. Static electricity causing a fire requires a dry environment, doesn't it? So you would have to increase humidity. Yeah, so that's increased humidity. Did I select decrease? Wait a minute. Did I? Majima. Okay, no, I'm good. Change from solid to gas is known as sublimation. Boiling is liquid to gas. Melting is... Melting is solid to liquid. Freezing is vice versa. And gas to solid is known as flash freezing. That one I've seen, and that one's actually quite scary. Dust explosion can occur anytime oxygen is present, even should the dust be composed of particles that are otherwise non-combustible. Correct. Anytime there's an explosion, oxygen must always be present. Present? Present. Present oxygen. You must... Okay, sorry. In case of an accident, this open space serves to mitigate damage and harm to surrounding areas. It also serves to provide easier access for emergency vehicles. That makes a lot of sense. Correct. Gas stations in Japan require the presence of a government-certified supervisor, whether on-site or remote. Huh. Present oxygen, the second exclusion is the particles. I guess working from remote is what made me not think about gas stations. Because when it said needing a supervisor, like, present for the process, so I thought it meant, like, needed them physically there. So when managing a gas station, I did not think that they would need some type of certified government official, like, at the gas station. So if they're working remote, okay, that makes a lot more sense. That's why I was so confused with a lot of these. Static electricity can occur in an environment with low humidity or if one is wearing a garment with high friction rate. Thus, increasing humidity decreases the chance of static electricity. Correct! Six more.
どの資格を受験しますか?
Flag mastery. What? Certify that you have deep understanding of the various flags that represent the many countries around the world. Oh god.
こちらの資格頑張ってくださいね。
Red, white, and blue. Korea only has 2 of those colors. Egypt, I think, has yellow in their flag. Sweden, I think, is only red and white. Is that Russia? Well, apparently that's Russia. Green in its flag. I don't know what any of their flags look like. I want to say that's New Zealand. Nope, I'm wrong. 4 colors in their flag. Italy has 3, I believe. Malaysia, I think, also has 3. I don't remember what the Thailand flag looks like, and I don't know what the Turkey flags look like. Oh no, I'm absolutely wrong. Only red and white. Absolutely not the U.S. Congo, Austria, or Iceland. I think that's Austria, isn't it? Don't they only have red and white? Iceland, I think, has blue in it. I don't know what the Congo flag looks like. I want to say it has green in it. That's Austria, yes. Has a moon on its flag. I don't know this. That's Singapore. Okay. I don't know what any of their flags look like. I want to be honest. Russian flag is made of 3 horizontal stripes bordered right, white, blue, and red. Yeah, that sounds right. Cameroonian flag is made of 3 vertical stripes, green, red, and yellow, with the yellow star at the center of the red stripe. Get Christmas for flags, huh? Why not? Malaysian flag is made of red and white stripes with a blue section in the upper left corner, containing both a crescent moon of Islam and a star of Malayan rulers. I did not know that! Austrian flag is made of 3 horizontal stripes, red, white, and red. Yep, still 2 colors. Singaporean flag is a pair of red and white stripes with a moon and 5 stars in the top left corner. I thought it was just stars. I don't know. I don't know what their flag looks like. World history. You can't make me any more intelligent.
こちらの間もなく試験開始です。
Last known emperor of Russia. Okay. Mother of Marie Antoinette, France's last queen, was the Grand Duchess of Austria, as well as Queen of Hungary and Bohemia. What was her name? Oh, God. Was it Maria Theresa? Yes, it was. Which of the following is the ancient civilization that is said to have flourished thanks to the Tigris Euphrates River of Western Asia? Is that Mesopotamia? No, wait. Where was Mesopotamia? That is Mesopotamia. Okay. Cause I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't remember where Mesopotamia was. That's why I was so hesitant to answer. China's Wei and Jin dynasty saw an exceptionally long war that lasted from the 2nd century to the 6th century CE. Which of the following is the dynasty that ultimately unified the nation? Isn't it the Zhou dynasty? Nope, I'm wrong. Which of the following is another name for the 19th century American Civil War that was fought to the end? Wait, is another name for the 19th century American Civil War that was fought to end or continue slavery? Was that the war between the states? Yes. Nikolai II was forced to abdicate the throne during the Russian Revolution of 1917. He had named his younger brother heir to the throne, but this never came to be, and thus the Romanov dynasty came to an end. Okay. Maria Theresa was a prominent politician who was well versed in diplomacy and helped modernize the judicial system. She was also a stronger supporter of the arts. That sounds right. Mesopotamia means between two rivers, which is where this ancient civilization flourished, thanks to the fertile land. Okay. She was the dynasty that unified the nation long after the three kingdoms of Wei, Shu, and Wu. I honestly don't remember. War between the states, also known as the American Civil War, divided the nation at the time between the North, the Union, and the South, the Confederacy. Trivia. What's it? Kindness, charisma, and intellect. Charisma's the only one getting any each out of that. Karaoke is a popular leisure activity in Japan. What is the origin of the term karaoke? I have no idea. I thought it just meant to sing. I legit honestly thought that's all it meant. Apparently it means empty orchestra. What is the common name for when a hand in poker contains 5 cards of the same suit? That's a flush! I've played enough Balatro to know what that is. Our solar system is composed of many planets, Earth included, that revolves around the sun. Which of the following is the planet that is closest to the sun? My very elegant mother just served us 9 pizzas. Fuck. So it's Mars or Mercury. It's not Mars, because that's right next to us, so it's Mercury. In the modern age, UTC is the same as the standard time common around the globe, What is the name of the observatory in English, which acts as the base for the GMT time zone and just UTC? Is that the Southern Observatory? Nope. I honestly don't know that. I know nothing about that. Okay. What is the name of the layer between the Earth's core and its surface crust? That's the mantle. Moon tour! That's mantle, right? Yeah, that's mantle. Moon tour! I almost chose mentor. Let's go put this down now. Karaoke is comprised of kata, meaning empty, and oke, meaning the abbreviated word for orchestra. Okay! I actually did not know that. I thought it legit meant to sing. Okay. If the fire cards form a sequence of numbers on the top of the flush, it is called a straight flush. Yes. Mercury is also the smallest planet in the known solar system. The Greenwich Observatory is located at 0 degrees longitude, where the sun sits due south at noon. Yes? Yes. Earth's mantle is made up of about 80% of the Earth's volume. Volume, yes, yes. Almost done.
まもなく試験開始です。
6 types of chess pieces, each with their own unique ability. King, queen, rook, bishop, knight, and pawn. You're missing one, aren't you? No. No, you're not. Okay, never. Which of these can turn into any other piece save for the king? That's the pawn. I hope I chose pawn. Chess is played by strategically moving pieces around on a checkered board. How many squares make up the checkerboard? I believe it's an 8x8 board, so it's 64? Yes. Mount Everest, also known as As what? Sagarmatha? Or Cholmolung? Wait, I never have heard those. Is known to be the tallest mountain when measured from the surface of the sea. Which island has the tallest mountain when measured from the seabed? Is that Newfoundland? Oh no, that's Hawaii. Is that? I did not know that was actually Hawaii. Okay. Those are the native. That's the native name for Mount Everest. I did not know that. Okay then. The basis for measuring one's pound. I want to say this was 10,000 grains of barley. Nope, I'm wrong. That's apparently weight of flour. You're on your own teeth. Thanks. Earth's surface is made up of many layers called tectonic plates that adjacently overlap one another. Which one of these four plates does the Japanese archipelago rest on? That's the Eurasian plate, isn't it? Yeah, that's the Eurasian plate. Pawn can initially only advance forward one space at a time. However, should it reach the other end of the board, it can then be moved to another piece and move it around accordingly. 8 rows and 8 verticals, total 64 squares. Yep. Mine. I know each of Hawaii's islands has a name. I'm not gonna pronounce them. You love how he pulls out the hollow foil examiner. Yeah, it's so good. Mauna Kea of Hawaii is the tallest mountain when measured from the seabed to its summit. Okay. Pound is also the name of a form of currency, which originally took its value from 1 pound of silver. The weight of flour consumed by one person per day. So how do they go about getting that? Did they just like put a stack of like a large pile of flour and say, "Here, consume this. Whatever is missing we'll consider 1 pound"? How did they actually go about measuring that? That's okay. Though Japan is on the Eurasian plate, it is also surrounded by the Philippine plate, Pacific plate, and North plate, which accounts for the many earthquakes Japan's experiences over the years. Yeah, that sounds right. It'd be just like how much flour does 30 people go through a month, and then you can figure out 1 person per day. Well, I mean, like how do they actually get that if they don't know how much a pound is? Because they're trying to create the system for how much is a pound. So how are they measuring that? It's like, what is the start? What is the final? That's where I'm getting that. Stones? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I can understand the process of, like, how they're going about, like, creating the actual, like, measurement itself, but how do they actually get the value of that? Like, I understand the process, but it's like, how do they actually get the value?
ご用件は新しい資格にチャレンジできるようになりましたよ。
I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it.
こちらの資格頑張
I
ってくださ
probably
いね。
am. I'm gonna forget in like 5 minutes. Don't worry. Mount Everest, also known as A and B, is known to be the tallest mountain on Earth. What is the second? Oh god, what the hell are these names? What the hell are these names? It's interesting to think about previous forms of measurement. Yeah, that's fair, because I know people used to use stones for measurements, but stones were rather inconsistent. I don't know. What the hell are these mountain names? Apparently it's the K2. Okay. Which of the following is a certificate that can be obtained at the vocational school? Are you serious? Music proficiency. Because, yeah. In Japan, coins and bills are manufactured by two separate entities. Coins are by the Mint Bureau, which of the following manufactures bills? Is that the... That's not the Printing Bureau, is it? No, that's not... It wouldn't be the peg. Would that be the Printing Bureau? Japanese money. That is the Printing Bureau. Okay. What is the name of the first magnitude star that is part of the Lyra constellation? That was also known as the Weaver Girl during Japan's Star Festival and China's Jingxi Festival. I pronounced that wrong. Jixi Festival. Sorry. I think that is Vega. But I don't know which one is the first magnitude. I think that is Vega though. That is Vega, yes. What two parts compose the Onobear's... I didn't even look at what the crest was. I don't even know. Ocean and Pen. Is the crest anywhere on screen? Could I have just used that? K2, which lies at the depth of Karakura mountain range, has an elevation of 8.6 kilometers with a significantly higher fatality rate, is known as one of the most difficult mountains to climb. Its name is K2? I have never heard of that. Saying you're certified in music proficiency 2 makes you sound pretty legit, doesn't it? Designation? It probably is a designation, yeah. Japanese Printing Bureau prints bills for the Japanese bank, but also produces items such as postal stamps, physical stamps, and passports. Yeah, that sounds right. Vega, along with Altair and Deneb, form what is known as the Summer Triangle. That one I do know. I didn't read the last one. The last one was the crest. I didn't care about that one. Alright. One left. I'm going to save on this one because I don't know why I'm saving because... Because taking this exam is going to be a compilation of 5 questions from all the other exams. I'm not going to know which exam it's going to take the question from, but it's going to be somewhere in there. And I need to pass all 5. Normally I would panic, but because I can alt-tab to freeze the timer, I should be fine. I just need to actually find the question. Chemical compound found in antiseptics. That one's ethanol. We have that question. I'm just going to double check that. Yep, that one's ethanol. In Japan, there's a law that limits how many coins may be used in one payment. There is? In the event that a payment is made but the limit is surpassed, the receiving end has the right to decline the payment and keep the remaining balance. According to this law, up to how many 1 yen coins can be used in one transaction? I did not know this. God, where do I find this? that's not any. There it is. Found it. Found it. I would not have guessed this, honestly. I probably would have guessed 10 yens, because I think there's a 10 yen coin, but I would not have known. In Japan, which of the following laws pertains to hazardous materials and hazardous material handlers? Firearm and sword possession control? Okay, where's the hazard? Fire protection. Yeah, that makes sense. I probably would have guessed, like, explosives controls. Fire protection makes sense. Table tennis is played for by two opponents, two opposing players hitting a ball back and forth across the table. Two ways to grip the racket, which differ greatly from one another. One is shake hand, what is the other called? Pen hold. I do remember that one. Because they hold it like a pen. Figure skating is a sport in which an individual skater shows sportsmanship and technique, and they're evaluated as they skate across the ice. What is the name of this technique? Where the skater launches into a jump from the back outside edge of one foot and lands on the back outside edge of the other foot. That one's called a Lutz. We had that, like, the first question or something, I believe. Yes, that was first question. That's Lutz. Woo! Okay, so we've already read the ethanol trivia. The law is not about forbidding payment, rather it is to protect the receiving party should they wish to reject the payment even though a sufficient amount has been paid. Is it based on, like, if the wrong amount was received? I don't know. Fire protection laws lay out the details on public safety in regards to hazardous materials, as well as the certification process for hazardous material handlers. Okay. Yep, we've had that one, and we've had that one. Yep. So we've had 3 repeats, and only 2 of them I actually have to actually look up. Not bad. I'm done here! I'm only gonna have to come back here for like 2 more times! One for a sub-story and one for an achievement. And I'll do those later. Because I need access to like 4 other characters to get one of those achievements.
ご用件はどの資格を受験しますか?
Yep, I'm at 21 to 21 now.
またいらして
I'm gonna be on... Where'd he go? Okay. Double check something. What am I missing here? Oh, beat up shareholders. Yeah, I'll do that later, because that's gonna take a long time. Where's vocational school? Oh, here it is. Not skills, party. Charisma and passion, only 2 that are not maxed. But I'm no longer a dumbass! I'm gonna save. Okay. Oh, what the f...
So... ですか。ダメですか。ああ、わかりました。またご縁があればよろしくお願いします。はい、それでは。
That explains where he was.
また今後の活躍をお祈りされてしまった。 これで面接落ちたの何社目だよ。
よう、いいかり。
え、うわー、春日君、もしかして今の聞いていたのかい？
今のって面接落ちたの何社目だよとか言ってたやつか？
めちゃめちゃしっかり聞いてるじゃないか。ああ、困ったな。このままでは僕の完璧超人エリートオブエリートなイメージが崩れてしまう懸念がある。
そもそもそんなイメージ持ってねえって。
あれ、春日さんにいかりさん、仲良く何を話してるんですか？
の今碇が落ち込んでたから励まそうと。
春日君、ビークワイエット、シャーラップ。なんでもないんです、宮越さん。なんでもないからマジで本当に真面目に何もないので。
ああ、
さて春日君、そろそろ行こうかね。僕たちお茶する予定だったもんね。
おい、
さあ行くよ春日君。レディーステディーゴー。
Okay. I should pull up this sub-story. Once this properly loads, so I don't freeze through it. Okay, so that loads, so let me find the sub-story for this. I think it was 11. Let's see. Okay. That's not too hard. That was close. If Miyakoshi-san knew how often I've been rejected, I doubt she'd ever come near me again.
Nah.
Oh, that bad, huh? Yeah. Between you and me, I've already been rejected by 99 companies. The next one will be my 100th.
Huh?
Oh, that's... Even with all those certifications, kinda figured you could land any job you set your heart on. Well, the application process itself is fine, but then I get to the interview, that's where I choke. I guess I don't know how to sell myself to strangers. Or maybe I lack true confidence, and that's what the interviewer can sniff out. You? Lacking confidence? Dude, you're one of those confident guys I know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how it seems on the surface, but I'm actually really fragile. The main reason I came to the Honobara is because I wanted to build faith in myself. Whenever the negative thoughts hits, I look through my certifications to remind myself I've accomplished something, that I have some value. Without those scraps of paper, I'm nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, Kari, you're more than your accomplishments, man. Your motivation is proof of that. Hell, you even taught a dumbass like me some new tricks. So don't be so hard on yourself, yeah? Kasuga-kun.
Oh.
Well, if it isn't our old friend Kari-kun. Huh? I haven't seen you around in a while. Still begging for scraps at the job board, huh? Friends of yours? We went to the same university together. Unlike me, they're making it in the world. They've got actual careers.
Oh.
Hey, remember that time you got left crying in the lobby while I walked right into that interview room and took your dream job? Man, that must have hurt. Wow, what a jerk. It's crazy. Some people can apply for years and still not have a job. Yet the ones who can game the system get any job they want.
Oh.
Hey, how about this? Being that I'm such a generous guy, I can always talk to my people into hiring you.
Eh?
Yeah, really? Yeah. Let me think. What's one job that only you could do better than anyone else? How about a job of... I knew it was going to be something degrading. I didn't think he'd stoop that low. I'm going to be honest. I thought he'd have a bit more class. You've always been extra diligent. I'm sure we'll have it clean as a whistle. Oh, wow. He's right. Maybe I ought to get you on board to do that too. Hope you're good at multitasking. Why don't you both just shut up? Dude, calm down. We're just trying to be nice over here. No, you're not. You're being bullies. Ah? See, that's what pisses me off. Just because you sat through some lectures doesn't mean you're on our level. No matter how smart you are, no matter how hard you try, you'll always be a loser. Now get back to whatever hole you crawled out of and rot in it. Wow! What shattered self-confidence? Am I in high school again? Yeah! Hey, come on, what's your problem? You two jerks are my problem. I'm not gonna let you get away with treating my boy like that. You even know who you're talking to. Our business cards are worth more than your ugly suit. Yeah? Wanna know how much that's worth on the streets? About jack squat, I'd say. Besides, what a company's dumb enough to hire you is bound to go under quick. So how about you take your cards and shove them? Huh? Cocky son of a duck. You wanna know the real difference between us? We'll show you right here and now.
ストレス解消させる。余裕。頑張ります。
なめんなよ。
なめないでくれる？
Hit him with a rice cracker!
いや
やなめるな。おい来た。
なめると痛い目見ますよ。
I did not think it would look like that, but okay.
かかってこいよ。ほら来いよ。いい喧嘩だったぜ。
$40 grand! Jeez! Yeah! God dang it!
もう終わりか。
We're done here, Mr. Big Bad Elite. I take it all back, okay? I was only jealous of how smart you were. Okay, we good now?
そうだ。
Yeah,
お前
if you still
まだ
want
う
to
ち
job,
の会
I'll
社
push
来たいんだな。
Oh, this voice.
俺が本当に人事に掛け合ってやるからさ。な。君みたいなクズを雇ってるような見る目がない会社。どうせすぐ潰れるよ。こっちから願い下げだ。
怒り。
くそ。逃げるぞ。おい。いいフレーズだったからね。使わせてもらったよ。ありがとう、春日君。助けてくれて。
いつも俺を助けてくれてるじゃねえか。それにダチを助けるなんて当たり前だろ。
He bailed me out. Well, he's technically supposed to be helping me during the exams, so
いや
yeah.
最初はただのアホだと思っていたけれど、本当に素晴らしい人材だね。僕が社長なら君みたいな人間を採用したいよ。これはお礼の印だ。受け取っておいてくれ。
Oh! Okay.
これからどうするんだ怒り。
地道に就職活動と資格取得を続けるよ。僕は不器用だし、社会に馴染めないタイプの人間かもしれないけど、
Good man.
諦めたらおしまいだからね。僕は99社落ちたけど、山ほど資格を取ってきたんだ。次に受ける100社目の会社は受かるかもしれない。僕が僕を信じないとダメだよね。
いいこと言うじゃねえか。その通りだよ。おめえはすげえんだ。自信持っていけ。で、その100社目の会社ってのはどんな会社なんだい？
えっと一番ホールディングス株式会社とか言ってたかな。
Oh!
え、
僕も最近まで知らなかったんだけどね。地元密着でこの町のことをよく考えてる会社らしく。
いや、その
あ、君も一緒に受けるかい？確かに春日君は貧乏そうだし働いてもなさそうなイメージだもんね。紹介しようか。
それ俺の会社。
は？
社長は俺なんだけど。
今までの無礼をお許しください、社長様。
おい、やめてくれって。
何とぞ私を。靴を舐めましょうか。そうだ、靴を舐めましょう。
普通にしてくれって。だがそんなことやってるから落ちるんだぞ、お前は。
He kind of does need a bit of self-respect. Oh, hi there! Substory, notifications. What? Wait, tasks. That one's still going? Okay. Hold that thought, actually. Wait, it's not you. What did I get? I got a vintage notebook? Where is that? What is that? Vintage notebook? I would have guessed that being under a weapon. How do I have 2 performance stars? Boost the amount of experience that can be attained from enemies. Hello. Half max MP. Oh, grand. Oh! Well, that's awkward. While I'm here, actually. Oh. My MP is so small!
お願いします。どうしようかな。行くぞ。
なめんなよ。
問題なしだ。
よし、行くぞ。
Ultimate stack slap!
怪我しますよ。
That's Yakuza 0 where I beat people up with money! I didn't even see how much experience I gained. Bill Jobs. Okay. sub-story there and a sub-story here. Okay, so let me finish this sub-story that's down here first. I mean, this is right here, though. It won't take me long to actually come back here. I could just go down here, but I'm going to encounter enemies. I see them right there. Thank goodness for infinite sprint.
おいおい、それやめてくれよ。普通に今まで通り接してくれって。
さようですか。ではお言葉に甘えて。やあ、春日君。
お前まだここに通うのか？
ああ、資格取得は就活のためだけじゃない。自分を磨くためのものだからね。ライフワークだし、就活がどうなろうとやめるつもりはないよ。それに愛する人もいるしね。
いかりさん。
いやいやいやいやいや、ノープロブレム、ノーコメント、ノースピーキング。それに僕がここにいた方が春日君も便利だろ。資格のことについて聞けなくなったら困るだろうし。
おう、助かるぜ。じゃこれからもサポートよろしくな。
言われなくてもそうするさ。ダチを助けるのは当たり前だろ。
おう。
You think they're okay? I want to look away. They're going to be inside. Yep. She's there. Yep, they're all in here. So is that sub-story finished? Yeah, it is. Okay. So now I can go to my company, and there'll be something up there waiting for me. Not this one, okay. Is it upstairs? She has a sub-story.
Shacho.
Hey, Chief.
よかったら
Okay.
久々に2人でゆっくり飲みません？
え
48. Not on this list. What? Oh, wait, is it? Is it here? Oh! Okay. I accessed this sooner than I thought.
その嫌ですか？
そんなわけねえだろう。急だからちょっとびっくりしただけだ。いいじゃねえか。飲もうぜ。
よかった。じゃあ前みたいにサバイバーでいいですか？
おう、いいぜ。
じゃあ後ほどサバイバーで。
Alright, so we go to Survive Bar. I'm just gonna taxi over there. Let me read something real quick. Okay, so I should have access to 2 of these. Oops. I have access to them sooner than I think, I'm gonna be honest. I will need to plant all of these that I have, though. Because I need a bunch of these. I may end up just buying them, I'm gonna be honest. Because I need a lot of flowers. Okay, here we go. Ichiban, don't be a dumbass like you normally are.
社長。
悪い、待たせたな。
いいえ、私も今さっき来たところですから。いやー、うちの会社がここまで来れたのも本当に春日さんのおかげです。改めてありがとうございました。
何言ってんだ。持ちつ持たれつってやつだよ。俺も楽しかったし、金も稼げたし、ほんと助かったんだ。ちょっと前までは一文なしのホームレスだったんだからな。
いえ、そんな。
で、これから俺たちどうしていこうか。
え？あ、私たちどうしていこうですか？それはその
Granny's getting to her.
婚とか？
え？あ、いや、会社のことだよ。会社。
あ、あ会社ね。ホールディングスね。はいはい。
エリちゃん、なんかビジョンとかあるのか？
春日さんがビジョンなんて言葉を使う日が来るとは。
ほっとけ。
そうですね。ビジョン。私はとにかく父の会社を守りたいっていうその思いでやってきましたから、これからも長く続けていければいい。ちょっと前まではそう思ってたんです。でもそれだけじゃダメだなって。現状維持を目標にしてたら成長はしないんだってこと、今回の件で痛感したんです。守るためには攻めるくらいじゃないと。だからもっと向上心のある目標を定めました。
へえ、なんだい？
それは一番ホールディングスを日本一、世界一笑顔を作れる会社にすることです。
笑顔を作れる会社。
Isn't that what I said?
売上とか利益とか、もちろん気にしなきゃいけないことはいくらでもあります。それは分かってますけど、でもやっぱり一番大事なのは働いてくださる方々やお客さんたちをどれだけ幸せにできるかだと私は思うんです。規模を大きくするというのはもちろんですが、私はそれ以前にそういう志を持って会社を経営していきたいなって思ってます。
なるほど。すげえ、エリちゃんらしいな。
すみません、甘っちょろいこと言って。こんなんだから宝生みたいなやつに騙されるんですよね。
いや、最高の目標だと思うぜ。エリちゃんも成長したな。
春日さんに褒められると嬉しいな。
エリちゃんの目指す会社にするために俺これからも死ぬ気で頑張るよ。だからエリちゃんもよ、これからもずっと俺をそばで支えてくれないか？
え？
ダメかな？
春日さん。
エリちゃん。エリちゃん。
Alright then. That was kind of funny, actually.
うーん、
目が覚めたか？
春日さん。あれ、私。
まったくびっくりしたぜ。急に気絶しちゃったからよ。ここに運んで寝かせたんだ。
そうだったんですか。すみません、ご迷惑かけて。
これくらい構わねえさ。それより大丈夫かよ？
まだちょっとクラクラするかも。結構な緊張状態だったので。
なんで緊張状態になるんだよ。俺とエリちゃんの仲だろ？
春日さんとの仲だからこうなったんですけどね。
とにかくもう一休みしな。なんだかんだでいろいろあったから疲れてるんだと思うぜ。遠慮すんな。
すいません。じゃあお言葉に甘えて。
のおやすみエリちゃん。
おやすみなさい春日さん。よく寝た。ん？春日さんも寝ちゃったんだ。疲れてるのは春日さんもじゃない。これからもずっとずっと俺をそばで支えてくれか。いつか社員としてじゃなくて一人の女性として言ってもらえたらいいのにな。好き。
エリちゃん。
春日さん。
エリちゃん。
どうかしましたか？
あれエリちゃん。あれキスはあれれ。
何寝ぼけてるんですか社長。結局私よりたくさん寝てるじゃないですか。
すまん。そうか、さっきのは夢か。そうだよな。
一体どんな夢見てたんですか？
ねえ、いや、すごくいい夢さ。
そうですか。ならよかったです。さあ下に降りましょう。
ああ、なんだ夢。はあ。
That was rather adorable, actually. Stupid, but adorable. Oh, we're not done.
ようやく戻ってきたか、お二人さん。
すまん。俺まで寝ちまってよ。いや、おかげですっきりしたぜ。
そりゃあすっきりもするだろうよ。ゆうべはお楽しみでして。てかいいから早く顔洗ってこい。
Oh my god.
うぶなように見えてなかなかやりますね、お客さん。
内緒にしてくださいね。
もちろん。私もお客さんの笑顔を作りたいと思ってる人間なんでね。
マスターさん。
何の話してんだ二人とも。
ビジョンの話ですね。
おお、
ピジョン。
それは鳩でしょ。
Why did it have to be pigeon?
面白かった。
微妙です。
Oh, wow. Alright then. That was something. Now I need to look at something else real quick. I can, I think. Okay, so what we witnessed was a romance sub-story with Annie-chan. She's not the only one with that.
あら、
And if I believe correctly,
よかったら一緒に飲まない？
yes, I am able to do it with her as well. Alright, well, here we go.
そうこなくっちゃ。
I'm not one for two-timing. I'm doing this solely for a sub-story and an achievement.
いろいろありがとね。
え、何が？
何って、菜の葉のこともそうだし、なんだかんだで助けてもらってばかりだなと思ってさ。
そんなことねえよ。助かってるのは俺の方さ。さっちゃんがいねえとおっさんだらけでむさ苦しくてしょうがねえよ。それにしっかり者のさっちゃんがいるから俺も安心して前へ進めるんだ。こちらこそありがとうよ。さっちゃんみたいな素敵な女性に出会えて本当に良かったって思ってんだぜ。
やだ、一番口説いてるの？もう酔っ払っちゃった？
酔っ払わねえと本音を言えねえほど繊細な男じゃねえさ。
ねえ、一番はその彼女とかは作らないの？
え？
いや、その別にそんなに興味があるわけじゃないけど、ちょっと気になったから。
そうだな。もちろん欲しいっちゃ欲しいけど、今それよりもやらなきゃならねえことが山ほどあるからな。全部片付けて落ち着いたら彼女とのんびりするなんてできたら最高だな。ま、俺みたいなバカで無所上がりの男と付き合ってくれるような子いねえと思うけどよ。
そう？私は一番はモテると思うわよ。魅力的に思う子は多いと思う。
そうか？本当に？ガキの頃からモテた試しがないぜ。
一番が鈍感だから気づいてないだけじゃない？ま、癖はあるけど卑下する必要はないわ。一番はだいぶマシな方よ。もっとダメな男は世の中に5万といるわ。自信持って。
さっちゃんにそう言ってもらえると心強いぜ。てかさっちゃんはどうなんだい？
私？
なあ、その彼氏とかさ。さっちゃんモテるだろうから2、3人いてもおかしくねえと思うけど。
あのね、人を浮気者みたいに言わないでよ。
ああ、いやいや、そういう意味じゃなくて、さっちゃん魅力的だからよ。狙ってる男なんてそれこそ5万といそうだなと思ってよ。
まあね、言い寄ってくる人はそこそこいるわ。でも今は特定の人と付き合ってはいないわね。
そうなのか。もしかして誰か好きなやつでもいるのか？
どうかしら。自分でもよく分かってないけど、まあそうなのかもね。
へえ、さっちゃんから好かれるなんて羨ましいな、そいつ。な、どんなやつなんだ？
とりあえずバカね。
バカ？
バカでガサツで死ぬほど鈍感。男友達とつるんで騒いでばっかりいるようなやつよ。
最悪じゃねえかそいつ。
最悪。でもね、いいところもあるのよ。熱くて仲間思いで、自分がどれだけ傷つくことになってもためらわずに誰かのために体を張れる。
She's talking about Nanba,
ガ
isn't
サ
she?
ツで乱暴に見えることもあるけど、 本当はすっごい優しい人な
I
の。
know she's not.
へえ、かっこいいじゃねえか。さっちゃんが惚れたんならきっといいやつなんだろうな、そいつ。
そうね。
ああ、飲みすぎたかな。なんだか眠くなってきたぜ。
飲みすぎよ。慢性的に疲れてるだろうし、ちょっと上で休んだら。
そうだな、少しだけ休むわ。なかなか起きてこなかったら叩き起こしてくれ。
了解。本当に死ぬほど鈍感なやつ。
I mean, I would be clueless too. I'm always clueless about about this topic. Girls scare me.
もう毛布もかけないで風邪ひくわよ。本当にバカなんだから。
うん。あ、さっちゃん。
一番。
That's romance number 2.
さっちゃーん。
ふわっ。
どうしたの？
さっちゃん。あれ、キスは？あれで。
何寝ぼけてんのよ。なかなか起きないから起こしに来たわよ。
そっか、夢か。そうだよな。うん。
一体どんな夢見てたのよ。
ああ、いや、すごくいい夢さ。
そう、おめでたい人ね。
なんだ、夢か。は
Ah. Lovely.
寝た。おかげですっきりしたわ。しかしリアルな夢だったな。
おい春日、顔洗ってこい。
え？
寝起きだろう。顔を洗った方がいい。
わかったよ。ちょっくら洗ってくるわ。
あいつどんな夢を見たんだろうな。
そう、どんな夢かしらね。
That's 2 of them. So, there's... Let me just count these. Playing with fire. Enter into intimate relationship with 2 female romance partners. Odd how it specifies female romance partners. Does that mean we can get male romance partners? That scares me. Okay, so let me actually count these. Because, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, there's 6? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's number 6. Okay. Okay. So, there are 6 girls I can romance. Each one requires that I have a certain personality maxed out. For the 2 party members, Saeko needs style, and Eri needs, where is it? Kindness. The other 4 girls, intellect, passion, confidence, and charisma. Not only do I need to reach levels 4, 7, and 10. They come in stages, so there'll be 4, 7, and 10. But I will also need to get their favorite flowers. So I need to get that. I have met all the other 4, though. In fact, I can probably work on one of them. Let me just double check that. Well, I would need to get all the. Okay, when I say flowers, I need to get bouquets of flowers. So I know I don't have them. Wait. Wait, I could have sworn I made some type of bouquet. No, I ain't a bonsai. I didn't make any other bouquets. Not yet. Oh my god.
いらっしゃい。
But you would need to be able to make all of these. You would need a total of 16 of each. 1 of these for each girls. Because they each have their own preference of flowers.
ありがとうよ。
So you can either grow your plants and the potted plants that are like outside the bar or around town, or you'll probably do what I'll be doing off stream. What am I doing? Just go there now. I think I would go here. There is a vendor over here that actually sells bouquets. Or they'll at least sell flowers in which you can turn into bouquets. So it's either this shop or it's that shop. I think it's this one.
いらっしゃいませ。
I am wrong.
ありがとうございました。
Are these guys what I think they are? Hold on, wait. I even heard them say it! No!
見せてやる。
So I don't know if you guys heard it. They said show that pee-pee. Go, Nancy! Crustacean damnation! see.
おい来た
Okay, so the bonus experience is player experience, or yeah, player experience, not job. This is not apply to job experience. Okay. I'm still okay with myself having this because there's one freaking achievement that I should actually mark these sub stories. Sub stories. Sorry, I marked these achievements that I'm having. I should. There's one achievement that's get Ichiban to level 70. Okay, well there's 3 of them. There's 30, 50, and 70. I'm already 23. So, I'm probably going to be keeping that thing on for a long time. Oh, I can't buy bouquets. Oh, they are expensive as fuck. I've got the money. Wait, how much? Okay. Okay. No! Why do they disappear so easily? Anyway. I guess I'll go ahead and just do the other romance characters since I can do them right now. Well, I guess one of them. I don't know if I can do the others. Let me actually make sure I have the right stats for these. So I cannot do passion, I cannot do charisma. Okay, so let's see. So I cannot do you, because you're passion. I finished Psychos, I finished Eddie's. Yours is intellect. I can do you. Oh my god. The sub requirement for each of these is so insane. But I can do one more. I cannot do any of the other 3. I can do one more though. I might actually be able to do one of them, but I don't know. So I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to check on the other. I love seeing our icons just like walking in the corner. It's so stupid adorable. Hello.
ご用件は
なあ
Hi. Can I talk to you for a bit?
はい
Sure. Huh. Never knew you liked lilies. Yes. Something so tranquil about them. Well, I bet you'd be thrilled if I got her a bouquet of lilies. Here, for you! I gave her a bouquet of lilies. Oh, wow, they're so pretty. Are these really just for me? That's so sweet of you, Kasuga-san. Just a little something to say thank you. You're always helping me out and all. Well, I feel a little closer to her. I'm glad she liked those flowers.
こんにちは
なあ
Hi.
Can I talk? Yep. Ah, didn't you say how much you liked lilies before? Yes, you remembered. I wouldn't mind decorating my entire home with them. I bet I brought her 5 more bouquets of lilies. She'd be so stoked. There you go. Oh, are you serious? I appreciate all these bouquets, Kuku-san. How'd you even carry them? Just my way of saying you're appreciated. This place won't be the same without you.
お待ちしてましたよ。
What'd you just say?
お待ちしてましたよ。
She was waiting for me.
なあ、
はい。
You can talk to me as much as you like, Kasuga-san. Okay. I think she does like me. I wonder why. You still into lilies? I remember you were all about them. Of course. Those bouquets from before really spruced up the place. I know now what I've got to do. 10 bouquets of lilies for this girl. All for you, my lady. I hate that I said that. Oh, wow. Look at all of these. Thank you so... How did you even carry these? You really didn't have to bring me 10. What can I say? You've helped me 10 times more than you needed to. This is just the least I could do. Feels like I formed a perfect bond with her. Glad she liked what I got her.
春日さん、全資格の習得おめでとうございます。
ありがとうよ。これもイカリや宮越さんのおかげだ。
そんな、私なんて何も。ただ案内してただけでお役になんて立ってないです。
何言ってんだよ。いつも笑顔で声かけてくれただろう。宮越さんがいたからこんなバカでサボり症の俺が最後までやり遂げられたんだ。感謝してるぜ、宮越さん。
春日さん、やっぱり素敵だな。
ん？
あ、そうだ。資格をすべて取得した方には渡さなきゃいけないものがあるんでした。
お、そうなのか？何をくれるんだ？
その2つあって、1つはここではちょっと渡せませんかね。なので場所を変えましょうか。ついてきてくださいますか？
え？ああ。
ここなら大丈夫かな。すみません、お付き合いいただいちゃって。
We're at an empty classroom.
で、くれるってのは？
はい、まずはこちらです。
Certificate of completion! I've completed the game! No, just vocational school.
の卒業証書みたいなやつか。ろくに学校も出てなかったからこういうの憧れてたんだ。大事にするぜ。
喜んでいただけてよかったです。
ああ、そういやさっき渡すものは2つあるとか言ってたよな。もう1つは？
もう1つは。
え？
Oh! Don't unbuckle my pants, please.
もう1つは私です。
宮越さん？
さっき私の笑顔に励まされたって春日さん言ってましたけど、私も同じなんです。いつも元気な春日さんの姿や一生懸命試験に向き合う春日さんの姿、それを見て私も元気をもらっていたんです。
宮越さん。
だから卒業してもう会えなくなると思ったら私寂しくて、春日さんお願い、私の愛の検定試験受けてくれませんか？
宮越さん
What the heck was that one?
春日さんってやっぱり思った通りの人です。どんな時でもすごく真面目で優しいんですね。
そうかな。
これからも時々学校に顔出してくれますよね。
もちろん顔でも何でも出します。はい。
よかった。その修了証書と同じように私のこともずっと大事にしてくださいね。それじゃまた。
各学校入って
いやあ春日君。
怒りなんでもないなんでもないぜ。
Oh, he would be heartbroken if he knew. Oh, that's right. Okay, I can hide her. That's number 3.
春日さん、どの資格を受験しますか？
So, when she said the exam for love, how far did we end up going? You know what? I don't want to know. I'm just glad they didn't show anything. Okay. Actually, hold on. Wait. So, there's 3 other girls, but I can't do them right now for reasons. And I can actually... I'll explain all those reasons in a minute. So, I can at least show you who those girls are. And possibly, question mark, when I ever get to that point, I will show you what they all are. First. Nope, you're not here. Okay. Sorry. Here's the first one. Well, she's first on the list. So, to be able to romance her, you need to be able to get max passion, which I'm barely there. I'm almost there. I also need to upgrade the workshop to level 4, which it currently is. After that, I can start her romance sub-story. You know what? I actually might be able to just finish that. So, I'll need to find something that can give me passion real quick. Number 2 is her. Rudika. For her, I need max confidence, which I believe I have. Yes, I have max confidence. However, I also need to change Ichiban to every single job that he has access to, not including DLC jobs. So, the fact that actually, hold on, wait, I'm actually curious about something.
何か
I know there's more jobs than just this. Let me just double check, because those don't look like all the jobs. Oh, there's only 8 for the eight for the male characters. Not including the DLC job. Okay, so and not including the defaults. So these are his defaults. So 1, 2, 3. I think this is a DLC. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, so I do have access to all of them. So I can legit just switch to all of them right now. And then I would actually have access to hers. I could do that. Only reason I'm not doing that is because I still need to get you. I still am working on getting the achievement to max out job ranks. Let me just look at something real quick. Yeah, because at minimum, I want to get them to 30. Because that's what's considered the maximum job rank. After that, I'll start swapping them around. That's at least was my plan. So those are 2 of them. Actually, let me take a quick look through. That's not it. Can I find something that's going to quickly give me passion? Right? Passion was the heart. Passion was the fire. I can walk around a lot. I can craft gear. Hold on, wait, if I can just craft gear. Hold on, wait, hold on. If I can just craft gear, let me just quickly do this then. That was the taxi assault, okay. I'm stupid. The problem is there's not really many things I would want to make. I could give this to Nanda. Trick hat to Nanda. I only have 1 raw platinum. I don't want to waste that. I have 3 pearls. I could just make 3 fabled hats. Because I have 3 characters actually who could do well with it. So I need to make 4 more. That's an absolute positive on Nanda. I would not mind making this for actually all for the latter 4 of you. I don't have that many raw sapphires. That's the problem. High quality cloth. Where do I get that? Because I can actually just make 5 of these. let's not touch those. I'm kind of okay with making like 5 of these, actually. Because these are big upgrades for everyone. Oh, I don't have the money for another one. Okay, well, I need to go buy high quality cloth and I need to go get money. Okay, well, thankfully, I know where I can get them. So I'm gonna quickly grab the cloth first, because that's way out of the way. I might as well just grab that. Now I don't remember which one it is. I'm gonna be upset if I guess wrong.
いらっしゃいませ。
Nope, I'm good. Here we are. Good enough.
ありがとうございました。
I'll figure out the rest of it later. Alright. Back to south side of the city. Where am I? You know, I still need more passion, by the way, because I don't have enough. Don't I have boosting stats items? I don't. Okay. Thought it did. Oh, I'm at it. See, that's not where I want. Just double check. I need a lot of passion. I keep making a lot of stuff I can get passion. Use skills, use pound baits. Use different pound baits. Use attack items. One master. Collect 7 hero weapons. Huh. I might actually be able to get some of these. I might actually be able to clear these. Weapons list. Hold on, wait. So I might actually be able to get some of these. I just need to pay attention to what I'm doing, where I'm going. Because if I can just quickly grab a bunch of these, let me just quickly grab them so I can max out my passion, so I can get my 4th romance sub-story out of the way. I went the wrong stairs. I need this. There we go. Okay, that's the only one I need for now. Let me read hers again. Okay. Hello. Wanna chat?
This.
Sure. What's up? You're a fan of bonsai, right? Totally. Love all the neat little details about them. You into them too? Oh, I bet she's super happy if I got her one. Don't do anything. This is for you, Sumire-chan. Wait, for real? No way. This is awesome. Thanks so much, Kasuga-san. You're always helping me out, so it's the least I can do. I'll drop in again soon. I remembered I never equipped them. So who did I make what now? Then like I made a helmet, didn't I? And I think we're all getting new boots. Well, 4 of us. And you can keep those for now. Actually, can I just go ahead and give you a pair as well? Yeah, I'm missing a pearl for that. Oh, I can also make these, right? That's for Adachi. And then this is for all of us. Yes.
めっちゃいい感じ。あとちょっと。最後の仕上げ。ここをこうして。あとちょっと。Alright, there we go. はい。
Still into the bonsai thing, right?
うっす。
Well, of course. I could fill a rib with them. Maybe I should give her more. Imagine how happy she'd be if I gave her 5 at once. Here you go. Oh, wow, so many. Are you sure? Oh, I love these. Bonsai are the best. Well, you're always helping me out. It's the least I can do. I'll drop in again soon. Next. Still all about bonsai, yeah? Yep. I was in heaven after last time, and even then, I still find myself wanting more. I bet more bonsai'd really make her day. I'm gonna give her 10 this time. Here you go!
ありがとうございます。
Where do you even keep these? Seriously? Oh, wow, this is amazing. You're the best, Kasuga-san. I mean, you're always helping me. Least I can do. Okay. So now this is important. I need to do that. I need to leave to get something to trigger. Nope. Okay. I'm just using approach door.
工場は順調か？
春日さん。うっす。おかげさまで。実はこの設備のおかげで今まで請け負えなかった大口の仕事を任せてもらえることになったんすよ。
マジか。すげえじゃねえか。
それもこれも春日さんのおかげっす。
俺じゃねえ。ちゃんと腕を磨いて工場の仕事に向き合ったスミレの実力だ。
実はそれ以外にも春日さんに伝えたいことが。
ん？なんだ？
その。
おい、誰かいないのか？
この声は。
ん？
親父。
ね？親父さん？って設備売り払ってこの工場をほっぽり出した。
Oh, right. I forgot that was her story.
ああ、すみれ。久しぶりだな。ちょっと見ない間に結構いい女になったじゃねえか。
一体何しに？
おいおい、せっかく父さんが帰宅したってのにかけてくれる一言目がそれかよ。親不幸な娘だよな、お前はさ。あ？なんだすみれ。工場に男連れ込んでんのか？こんなもじゃもじゃ趣味だっけ？
違う。春日さんはそんなんじゃ。
まあお前がどんな男と付き合おうが知ったこっちゃねえや。そもそもお前には用はねえしな。
じゃあ何しに来たんだよ。
決まってるだろ。この工場売り払うためさ。
はあ？
ほうほう。最新鋭の機材が揃ってると聞いていましたが、本当だったとは。これは工場丸ごと高く売れますよ。
そうだろ。頑張って買い揃えたうちの自慢の機材なんだ。
それは春日さんが買ってくれたもの。あんたのもんじゃねえ。
ほう。男に貢がせて悪い女だな。まあどうやって入手したかなんて知ったこっちゃねえや。さあバカはほっといてどうぞどうぞ。どういうつもりだ。そこをどけ。
どかない。この工場は私の宝物だ。絶対にあんたなんかに渡さない。
そうか。育て方を間違えたな。乗れ。
Oh, God.
父親に立てつくとこうなるんだよ、バカ。
おい。
あ？
春日さん。
なんだてめえ。殺されてんのか？
悪いな。人の家庭事情にあんまり口出したかねえんだけどよ。 目の前で女殴られて黙ってられるほど大人じゃねえんだよ。
I actually completely agree with him.
ぶち殺してやる。
What families do is their prerogative. That's something that's within the laws, of course. But discipline like that, no, no. That's not even discipline. That's just pain. Maybe I'm over leveled. Maybe I don't care. Love Drunk Typhoon. I saw that right.
凄腕のあんたの娘のおかげだよ。もしこの工場を力ずくで奪いたいんなら、娘より腕のいい技師に俺よりすげえ武器でも作ってもらうんだな。まあそんな技師そうそう見つからねえと思うけどよ。
春日さん、
引き上げるぞ。
大丈夫かすみれ。
春日さん、春日さん、ありがとう。私とこの工場を守ってくれて。
Why do they always reach for the pants? The belt buckle. Why don't they just wrap the arms? I don't like this angle.
お願い。今までの恩を返させてください。春日さん、大好き。
そのなんつうかやっぱり手が器用だなスミレは。
春日さんったら、春日さんも意外と受け身なんすね。
そうかな。
今日はありがとうございました。これからもずっと私と工場をよろしくお願いしますね。
おう、もちろんだぜ。これからも末永くよろしくなスミレ。
うっす。
I can now hire her in management. Cool. Hello. Didn't I want to craft something? I don't remember. Guess not. I honestly don't remember. Did I upgrade anything? I can upgrade these, but I don't know when I'll need anything else. Okay, well, that's 4 of the 6. There's Ririka, which I would have to change to every job to be able to trigger her romance. And then there's one other character, and that one's going to take a lot longer.
どうしようかな。
おい来た。勝ったな。
One last character I can look at. Well, I say look at. Romance. And again, it's going to take a lot longer. So if I can get to her. I don't know why I'm running to her though. I don't know how I didn't get into a fight with him. I'm getting into a fight with these guys, though. I'm surprised I didn't get into a fight with them. Almost there. That's not the right way. And while I'm here, you are not ready. Okay, well. The last girl. Let me actually look. I'm a lot closer than I think, actually. Oh my god, there's so many. Yeah, so she's the last girl. Iroha. And with her, let me just double check this. I would need max charisma, which I don't think I have. Nope. Nowhere near. She likes roses, and you need to complete 40 party chats. And what party chats are, because I vaguely glanced over these, but every now and then when you come across a certain area, your party will have like small snippets of dialogue, and you can just play that out. It cannot be interrupted, otherwise you have to restart the party chat. It has to fully complete for it to actually register, and that's annoying. So I unfortunately can't get them to re-trigger. I don't even actually, hold on, wait, is there a list where I can find them? Party chat, party chat, party chat, party chats. Oh my god, party chat, where is that? Party chat. Okay, there's one I can actually trigger. There's one I can trigger and I can show you what it kind of looks like. But I've triggered a lot of these by accident, and I just let it happen. Because getting them to happen is difficult. Alright, well. I'll deal with that later. So, let me go here. I need to go to... I might actually be at the wrong one. Let me check the map again. I also need to change my party out. Actually, I don't know if it's gonna work if the party's like this, so let me see. East end of Chennai Station, there's a photo booth. Maybe you mean the actual station. I don't want to get into fights right now. Nope. Oh yeah, and legit is just in the middle, right here. So yeah, that's what's good looking. There's a small little icon that appears in the in the middle left. You just have to trigger that. The problem is, if you get into a fight, like those guys are approaching me right now, if I try to trigger it right now and they enter the fight, it stops the party chat, and I would have to re-trigger it.
さあやりましょうか。どうしようかな。見せてやる。
してみろ。
私の番ね。
お、証明写真撮るやつあるぞ。
私あれ苦手なのよね。なんかブスに映らない。
Really?
大丈夫だよ。
大丈夫って何が？
今加工技術すげえからめっちゃ綺麗に撮れるぜ。
そこはブスじゃないって言いなさいよ。
But they have different snippets that they can say. Some are stupid, hilarious. Some are weird. Like, for example, there was one we had outside of, I think it was the PIA, where it says, "I want to play pachinko. Let's go eat I want to eat some chocolates. Let's go play pachinko." That was the conversation, and Nanba. It was like Adachi, Nanba, and Ichiban were all for it, and Sayako was like, "Why don't you just go buy some chocolate?" And Adachi was like, "What? Have you had the chocolate coins over at pachinko parlors?" And like Sayako was just like, "Oh my god, these boys are gonna give me a headache," and all the boys are just cheering. It's hilarious what you can get out of them, but that's kind of what party chats look like. So I've just been running into them by accident. I can probably just go through a list and just grab all of them. But yeah. Obviously you do need to have them accessible. They don't need to be in your active party, they just need to be accessible. For instance, like with this one, it was Adachi, Sayako, and of course myself. So Adachi was not in the party, but he was accessible. So if I did not have access to Adachi, then this wouldn't trigger. If I tried to do this before I had Sayako, it wouldn't trigger. So, yeah. I didn't get a new helmet, did I? No. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all had fun. Tune in next time. I promise I'm actually going to do the story next time. I said I was going to do it today. I completely got sidetracked by vocational school. And then, I'm going to be honest, the romance thing completely threw me off track as well. Until next time, everyone, have a good night.